Now it should be of no surprise that I am more of a Nintendo guy. I grew up with Mario, Donkey Kong, and Kirby, and my daily activities consist of collecting the pieces of the Triforce, flinging Koopa shells at Toad, and blowing up planet Zebes. It took a while until I played my first Sonic game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Long story short, I loved it. The music, the levels, and the speed were a grand combination for this masterpiece. After that, I started playing other Sega gems that I had been oblivious to for so long. One of the more recent ones being Ristar. Ristar, or Ristar, however you want to pronounce it, is a platformer developed by Sonic Team back in 1995. He was originally one of the earlier designs for our famous Blue Blur. Luckily, the little guy wasn't completely scrapped, and this gem appeared on both the Sega Genesis and Game Gear. Right off the bat, I'd like to point out one thing. Speed is not a big factor here. For starters, Ristar's main form of attack is to grab onto his opponents and ram into them. You can shoot your arms in 8 different directions, in which Ristar must climb, swing, grapple, and launch himself through 6 colorful and fairly unique levels. This mechanic is much similar to Simon Belmont's whip in Super Castlevania 4, adding a lot of freedom when it comes to control. This is important since you're only really using the control pad for movement, a button to jump, and a button to grab, so the game is easy to learn but quite tricky to master. The game starts off innocent and simple, a deceiving trait all standard forest areas seem to have. Knocking down trees, using birds to reach tricky areas, and I love how you can light up the forest by smacking into trees. Smack on, smack off. Afterwards, Ristar continues adventuring through the common elements. You know the drill. Water, fire, music. Music? Well, that's new. This level is one of the more unique ones, actually. Okay, so I have to deliver these metronomes to these birds to progress further, and I add to the background music? It's genius! That's one of the great things about Ristar. You get those fresh aspects. The bosses also range from bland to creative, especially this Putz. Ew, what is that, auto-tune? Shut up! All in all, I had a lot of fun with Ristar, and actually wouldn't mind getting into the series more. Oh, that's it? Really? We can kill and resurrect the hedgehog, go monkey ball loser, but only one round for the shooting star? One game? Sadly, that's just how it is. Ristar was one of the Genesis's last title before the Saturn, and the result was a gem unknown to a majority of the market. Luckily, there's the Virtual Console. So I say, check it out.